What in the world? Hello, everyone! Welcome in, and happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well today. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Grima, Megarock, Dark, Danny, Chevy, Saint Seiya. Hey, hey. Saint Seiya. Lil Doc, welcome in. Metal Spider, welcome in as well. Hello, hello. More like Cringe Day. Yes. I cannot, all I can say is I cannot wait for this case to be over. We will be done soon, though. Thank goodness we will be done with this case soon. We will be done with it very soon. And luckily, this is not Rise from the Ashes, so it will not take forever. Maddie, welcome in as well. It's not gonna be like episode 5 of the first game where we're stuck on that case for ages. I'm gonna burn that dumb puppet and dance over Tasha. Oh goodness. Dark, that's a little graphic. No need to destroy the puppet. I don't like Trillo either, but let's not resort to violence. Okay? Let's not resort to violence. Ah, goodness gracious. I was telling my teacher about my family history, like my dad's side is mainly military history and my mom's side is mainly bootlegging moon. Oh, goodness gracious. Chevy, maybe not put that kind of information in the chat, please. That is very personal information. Arya is speed? Huh? I'm not Lightning McQueen. I'm not Lightning McQueen here. But thank you. Appreciate that, Chevy. Thank you. Well, alright though. Just dropping to say that I won't be watching the Tuesday streams. I'll be in university around 10 a.m. plus for the stream streak as well. So hopefully enjoy the stream, guys. No worries.
Sparkling wine is a specialty of Mondstadt. Mix it with 3 parts dandelion wine, and the bitterness disappears completely. This concoction is known as Death in the Afternoon. Delectable.
Thank you for redeeming the random line, Dark. The Kaya line. That was awesome. Are you sure I'll be able to keep up with the big upload schedule? Yes, I'll be fine. Do not worry about that. I will be fine. Chevy, thank you for redeeming Sig Mode. While you pick a song, and remember, it has to be a song I know, and it has to be a song that I can only sing a part of it. But before we do that, Grima did give me an idea for us to do before we start today's stream. Can you sing the first verse of Any Way You Want It by Journey? Hold on. I don't know if I know. I only believe I know the chorus, but let me see. If it's the song that I know. I only know the chorus to this one, I believe. I haven't heard this song in so long. I performed this in marching band as a marching band song, but that was like years ago. Years ago. I don't remember if I... Can you at least sing the chorus part? Oh yeah, sure. For sure. I know the chorus part. Let me turn the music off. We'll do that real quick, and then I'll do my little spiel about what we're gonna watch before we start the stream. Where is the music? I'm gonna turn the music off. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let me see. Oh, she said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. They changed the dino dance. Oh, they did. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Before we get to the game, though, I did want to check something out because apparently this got released today. I did not know that this was getting released today. Carstone, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, no! Chevy, you'll have to go back to the pod. You'll have to go back to the pod. Yes, we are going to bust some criminals today. Oh, no, Chevy, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you'll be able to go back through the pod and listen to it. Rip the cute pixel dino. Oh, no. All right, but before we go bust some criminals. Now you should be able to hear me. Now you should be able to hear me. Hopefully, here we go. There we go. I didn't have the right microphone on this screen because I haven't used this screen in a while. But yay, we're back. I will edit the VOD accordingly. Don't worry about this. Let's test the video sound too. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Okay, let me check. Let me see if the audio is working here. Yep. Did you guys hear that? I heard that. I heard that. Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. We hear it? Okay. So I wanted to check out the Pokemon Legends ZA reveal trailer. Grima gave me the idea. I wasn't sure about watching it on stream, but I think we'll have due to the crash, we can ask for a little extra time. So that's actually kind of perfect. So yeah, if the stream isn't back for you guys, please refresh your app or your page. All right. Let's go ahead and watch this. Are you guys ready? No, Chevy, I will edit that. I will edit that into the VOD. That goes on the YouTube channel. So don't worry about that. But that part of the VOD will still be up. All right. You guys ready? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's see what Pokemon Legends ZA has for us. Let's see what it has for us. Confidential. Oh? A vision of beautiful coexistence between Pokemon and people. Whoa. Oh, dang. I didn't know what I was expecting, but it certainly was not this. Kalos. Lumio City. Lumio City. Pokemon Legends Z. Pokemon Legends ZA. Releasing simultaneously worldwide in 2025. Ooh. Sorry, my head was blocking that. Well, that is some serious hype. Holy cow. Oh, and the Mega Evolution is back, huh? Interesting. So this is based in the Kalos region? So X and Y, right? Yeah, that's Gen 6, right? Yeah, Gen 6 I don't know too much about. I don't know too much about Gen 5 and 6. But that's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool, I will say. I was not expecting that. When they said Legends, I thought they were going to go like more for like what they did with Legends Arceus. But no, apparently they're taking it differently. That's pretty darn cool. That would be pretty cool there, Marsh. Yeah, I'll say so. Was not expecting that, but hey. That is pretty darn cool. Alright, bye, Chevy. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay sharp. Seems like we'll be exploring different times in different regions. So, like, we're heading to the future? In this one? Instead of the past, like they did in Arceus? Huh. That'd be pretty cool. That would be really cool, actually. But yeah, I think that was worth the watch. Huh. Finally started watching Pokemon because I want to learn more about it and know why everything like it. I'm enjoying the anime so far. Are you watching like season 1? If you are, good luck. I mean, more power to you because that one was hard for me to watch. Given the futuristic wireframe presentation, maybe. No idea, but they tease both aspects, future Lumois and past Victorian Lumois City. And that's very hype. Ooh, good point. It said redevelopment. That is true. I'm watching the very first anime. Oh, goodness. Have fun, Dark. Mystery Dungeon was a big part of my childhood. I see, I see. I kind of came into Pokemon rather late. I came into Pokemon when I was, much older. Like, my first window into Pokemon was the, Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. So, yeah. Since we got robbed of Pokemon Z, it's very exciting. Ah, I see. Art style gives me a mixed feeling of nostalgia and cringe. Oh, you mean for the first anime of Pokemon? Yeah. Stepped out of the stream on purpose. I didn't want to be spoiled about the Pokemon Direct. Oh, okay, Maddie. No worries. Have you played X and Y? No. I have not played X and Y. Ah, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. I will admit that. Good suggestion, Grima. Good suggestion. All right. I think now that we have seen the Pokemon trailer and we've gotten all hyped up, it's time to get to investigating. It's time to stop delaying the inevitable. Here we go. Time to continue with the cringy case. Alright. Turnabout Big Top, Part 3, Investigation. Oh yes, the Ace Attorney music is amazing. I love the Ace Attorney music, but, oh yeah, hi, you. It's them again. We talked to them already though, so we don't have to talk to them again. You know what? Who we could talk to? Let's flee the scene, not him right away, please. Yeah, luckily we already talked to him the last time. Also, the music is a bit loud. Is it? Hold on. There, that's better. That's better. I think that should be better. Let me know how the sound is now, guys. Alright, there you go. Yep, a bit too quick, but it's better. Yep. Quiet? Oh, goodness. Okay, try that now. Alright. While we look at Maya's cute face. Alright, there we go. Perfect? Good. Alright. You know what? Let's go to the touch detector. We need to talk to our client. We need to talk to our client. We need to talk to Max. Oh, my sweeties. Mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? Yes, we're trying, Max. We're trying. We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape, would be aired live.
Hey! That sounds like it would be an awesome special!
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be contractual obligation. That's show business. Right. Right, Max. Right. I'm Mediton's BFF. Basically. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it wasn't me.
Max! Do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks. And I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. That's fair. Magician's code and all that, you know. I can literally see Mediton and Max together on stage. Oh, yes. I'd love to see that.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? Oh, dang, Max! Calm down. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Max, why would you say that? Goodness gracious. Huh? Hello? I think we're still here. Everything's fine. I was like, oh, it was buffering on my end. I'm sorry. I was so confused. False alert. Goodness gracious. We need to stop. Like, I need to stop. Goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Max, you need to, you know, not say stuff like that.
But
I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. Thank you, Grima. Yes, please, thank you. That is something I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh?
something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
So it's not that he doesn't like them, it's just they're not pushing themselves. He's saying they're not in their they're staying in their comfort zones. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. What can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Danica, welcome in. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture of the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. I mean, just by taking a look at Ben, you can see that. Yeah. Yeah. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Ouch, Nick. Ouch. Alright. Well, let's move to the circus then. Let's see. Who else is around today? Do you think we can finish this case before the end of stream? I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, it's you two. Hey, Gumshoe! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown, sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Yeah, I imagine.
Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems.
An acrobat, huh?
Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Franziska Von Karma.
Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Yeah, let's not go in there right now, though. Yeah, poor Gumshoe is traumatized. Franzi has left her mark, indeed. I wanna hug Gumshoe, too. Seriously. Seriously. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers.
Oh, look, Professor. There's something on the passenger seat.
Well, Luke, it's your turn, bud. By the way, I have reduced the limit of, like, how many times we can use this on stream. So, Danny, no, you're not. You redeemed it. It's okay, really. I wouldn't have put it on there if I didn't want anyone to use it. All right. Luke, you're up, buddy.
All right.
Just be careful, bud. This stuff gets a little dark.
Okay. Well, I'm used to pretty dark stuff.
Yeah. Just be careful, all right?
A reasonable allergy? What do you mean? What do you mean? Mr. Wright isn't allergic to tigers.
It's a joke.
Okay. All right, let's move then. Let's see. Oh, goodness. This is a weird-looking clown. Ah, right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria! Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Mexican pizza? What is he going on about? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of foul destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Oh, hello, Miss Maya. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Huh? Huh? I don't get it. Ha 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 ha! Wow, this guy likes to laugh a lot. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Is something suspicious going on? Today's been a real crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash a watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. Oh, goodness. Slayer fan, welcome in. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. What is going on here?
Luke, don't worry about it.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? A stunning comedy? I don't know about that one. It's a bad joke. Oh, goodness. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw. I swear. That creep just flew through the air. Flew through the air? What? It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclops. You must be telling the truth. Cyclops? That must be something Mr. Wright never told us about.
Well, good timing, though. I believe the 5 minutes are up.
Oh, goodness. Phew. This case is a bit weird. I'm sorry that you have to deal with this, Aria.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll be okay. Slayer fan, welcome in, though. Just smile and move on. Yeah, just listen to what Chad is saying at this point.
All right.
Don't worry about it too much. Okay, I'll take back. Slayer fan and Mario man, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. I because your stunning comedy is as stunning as a taser gun. Oh, goodness. Alright. Well, Max did say to present something to them, and that would be the Grand Prix photo.
Ah! Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too?
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ha 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 ha.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, he didn't just show me this picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing.
Nick! Nick! Wow. 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 Okay. Goodness gracious.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say it was about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
And that's why this game is 16 and up. Oh shoot, the warning went away because the stream crashed. Screamer, could you put that back up, please?
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture on.
Hey, this thing is really cool.
Slayer fan, please watch the language. This is a PG chat, please.
Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Aww.
It disappeared.
Like magic.
Yeah, thank you, Grandma, thank you. Don't worry, Slayer, just keep in mind the rules.
Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Oh, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's just setting up a bad joke. Nope. I'm drawing a blank there. Why Mo was a good Mo in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
I'm thirsty.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Well,
Thank you for the stretch as well.
well, there is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us.
Yeah, please don't hide information from us. Hold on, let me pin this real quick. Alright, there we go. There we go.
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it says, but I could see its title.
Yikes! It says,
To the murderer? Eh? What the heck? To the murderer? What does that mean?
Murderer? Yep, that's what it said, but the rest of it had been torn off. I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder.
before the murder?
Yeah, The ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing?
Posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime. Then torn. States to the murderer.
Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
Yeah, I'd say so. You know what? I think we need to show this to Max. Well, the plot just got thicker. Indeed. I think we need to show this to Max. Go away, Trillo. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to talk to you, Trillo.
Do you know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room.
And company?
I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that note?
Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
Okay, so we need to find Regina as well. Hidden plot. No, Trillo, we don't want to talk to you. Let's see. Let's move to the ringmaster's room and see if we can find it. The plot just got thicker, guys. The plot just got thicker.
Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room.
That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
We're back. Why does it keep doing that? I'm back. Hello. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Let me please refresh. I am back. Okay. Come on. Please don't do this. Come on. Okay, hold on. Hello? Are we back? Are we back? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Goodness gracious. Okay, is it back? Yay! Yay, it's back. I'm so sorry about this, guys. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we'll have to check it after stream. Let's continue then.
You know, I got a feeling I know what that is.
I bet that's the other half to the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say?
Thank you for the laugh, Stampa. Hi, Stampa. Oh, goodness gracious.
What does it say? What does it say?
To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Hi, Stampa! how are you? Hope you're doing well. Tonight at 10 p.m.
Fly away, little birdie. Far away.
Thank you for the eyes in line. Thank you for the eyes in line. Oh, goodness.
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster.
So, someone called out the ringmaster, huh? Someone called out the ringmaster. But now we need to find out who. Let's go check the lodging house. See if they're done there yet. Ivan saved our butts. Ison saved our butts yesterday. He might save us today. We'll have to see.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a great job, as usual.
Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Nick, what is that? That beeping sound?
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. You don't mind, pal? I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal!
I didn't know the Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. Ow! He's biting his lashes from a whip.
Von Karma! She really did appear.
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Poor Maya!
Oh my gosh! Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day. The day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands of making the national news?
National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge.
Ha! No.
Oh, the timing on that. That was perfect, Slayer. Oh my goodness. If someone clip that. That was good timing. Francie, in this context, it's considered an aggression as an attorney. You know that. Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh?
DBZ, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It has been a while.
Hope you're doing well. Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints?
A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I get it already. You wanna beat and destroy me. Can't worry about it. Gotta try and find out more about information myself.
No worries, DBZ. It's good to see you. Dark, please don't do that. That's the mod's job.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
Huh? My dad? You must be the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course! Your dad! I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of wit. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name into this? Or any other conversation?
Huh? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh boy! That's the reason.
Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth?
Manfred von Karma.
Beat, please watch the language. Exactly right. It was my papa.
That means that Edgeworth was...
Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me.
Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney.
Hi, Edgeworth.
I fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, vanished.
Goodness gracious.
I'm thirsty.
Thank you for the hydrate.
He vanished.
The Grima, leave me alone.
Leave me alone. It's your fault he is gone.
Huh?
It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I...
Nick, what does she mean?
Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into the court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago.
Goodness.
It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead?
I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands.
Nick! About Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again. Okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma,
What?
I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too.
What in the world happened?
This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you 2 of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen.
Nick?
Let's go. 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Yeah, they had to bring this up in the worst case this game.
They had to bring that up in the worst case of the game.
Ah! Why?
Ah, and this is our acrobat friend. Oh boy.
You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingley. Here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro.
Mr. Acro.
How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of this circus as well?
That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. Nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair.
Oh, poor guy. Phoenix is not having a good day, though. Not at all. Francie is nuts about this. Miles. Now that was a bombshell. And now we have to deal with this case still. Yup. I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious.
Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And one night they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him.
Yeah, his theme is loud.
Look how good someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind with his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina is so cute.
Ah, hold on. How about that? Is that better? The audio balancing on some of these OSTs is very strange.
Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina?
Ah, a grudge. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? You can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
This accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Oh!
Ooh!
Cyclops! It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus then?
Secrets! Secrets!
I stopped by yesterday and noticed you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convicted. Convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it. And I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous.
Cyclops, this is gonna be the toughest case. Mm-hmm. Sure is.
What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of your crime was right below your window.
That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick?
So this is what Francisca meant when she said she had a decisive witness. A conclusive witness. Well, I think that's all we're gonna get out of Acro. Goodness gracious. Nope. We don't need to talk to you. Uh-oh.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh!
Ah! Nick!
Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix.
Stay! Stay! Heal! Oh, Maya! Nick! It's you guys!
Hi, Regina.
I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey?
Oh, goodness.
It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I love my dad so much!
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad. And he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star?
Yes, I know how old Regina is, DPC.
That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kinda sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that.
What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so?
Yeah, you will. I think.
I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's alright with Regina.
Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you. It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Mr. Attorney,
Huh?
if you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
Of course.
Leave it all up to us.
Guess there's no turning down that request.
Hey, you really gonna do it? Oh gosh.
Oh boy. Alright. Let's look for the stage costume. It's gotta be somewhere around here. Why do I know so many sheltered characters? Ah, goodness. Where did money run off with it?
Ew.
Sure. Move away.
One man's trash is another monkey's treasure.
I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things.
He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right?
Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that?
Hey, it's a picture of Regina.
Well, she is a shining beauty.
No objections here.
Okay, guess not there. Let's see. Where can we find this costume, though?
Mo's not here.
If he was here, you would have been able to tell before you even stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Ha 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 ha!
What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself?
I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes.
He must really love his work.
Not seeing anything in here that could do that either. Telltale Games introduced me to this trope of characters. I see. Although we didn't present the picture to, we didn't present the Grand Prix photo to Regina.
There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
She's already flown off into her own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Okay. I'll think about it.
So Regina didn't take it that seriously.
Regina, have you ever seen this before?
I know what that is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble. So, you didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How did you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Interesting. I wonder. Why would that be in Regina's pocket?
Mo's not here.
What's that? I hear something.
Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me.
Ah! Monkey jump scare.
Nick, it's money.
That monkey's holding something.
That's to Regina, remember?
All right, time to take on this monkey, tourney style.
Give it back, monkey brain!
Give it back, monkey brain! That means a lot to Regina. A real man would make a little girl cry.
Yikes!
Ah! Attacked by monkey. I tried to have a man-to-man talk with him. I really did.
You know, man-to-man isn't really accurate. It was more like man-to-monkey. Nick, you...
I swiped it while Money was distracted.
Nice one, Nick!
Wow, you really are on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it, let me see it.
Huh? You can see it fine from where you are.
You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet.
Nick.
What's the matter now?
It doesn't fit me at all.
Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear.
A shiny spangled vest. It's not Maya's size at all. Dang, Nick. Dang. Alright, let's go return this to Regina then. Goodbye, Trillo. By the way, where's Pearl? At home, I believe. I believe she's back at, in Karine Village.
Here you go, Regina. Yay! Thank you! You really got it back for me!
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's?
You know, the lion she told us about?
Oh, the one that someone killed.
Oh, yeah. The lion.
Leon. He was killed, wasn't he?
That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth. You know. Ah. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that?
Anyways.
Oh, anyways. What was the bad thing?
Oh yeah. Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina! Everything was all right though, right? No, it wasn't all right. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah. That's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing.
Leon, the animal show's lion, shot by the ringmaster 6 months prior for biting a performer. I wonder who the performer would have been, though. Oh, goodness. I'll be right back, though, everybody. I need to go on my break. It has been about a little bit since... it's been a little bit. I need to go on my break. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, though. I will be right back in just a couple of minutes. BRB! back. Ba-ba. Oh boy. Goodness gracious. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. All right, time to continue. Oh boy.
Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. Oh, thank you for redeeming ad time.
I got some tea. Heck yeah. Did you play it during the ad break? No, I did not. I did not.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted bun, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven.
I bet. I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power.
Cookies? Ooh. Are you gonna share for the class, Slayer? No, I'm kidding. Enjoy your cookies.
Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do?
That's all I've thought about the past few days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he couldn't go on. He said he couldn't go on. How is that upset? He was that upset? Yeah, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I'm thinking of trying on the ringmaster shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. It's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo?
All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know, the tragedy, you know? What is he talking about?
Get over it.
Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
It must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Oh, I'm right, aren't I?
Ha!
So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh?
I think we need to unlock some Cyclocks. So you think? Let's unlock some Cyclocks, shall we? Ooh, the Cyclops theme is so good.
Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay. Doesn't need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kinda got an idea of what happened back then. Huh? Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it?
Would that accident happen to have been caused by this lion?
I heard a little about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you?
Ooh. There we go.
I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah. But Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised we wouldn't say anything?
Was it Acro?
It must have been Acro, right? Ow! How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro.
We're finally getting to the parts that are actually, like, the decent parts of this case. Alright. Let's hear what Mo has to say.
It's just like you said. You know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No. It probably would have been better if he had.
What? How would that have been better?
Silver, that's not funny!
He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do.
I see.
How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were in an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime.
Cut down together?
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Another person in love with Regina. My goodness, that girl attracts trouble.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know. That's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
He? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Oh. Some sick grin.
No way! That's impossible!
Yeah, I told you! It gets dark! And it gets to disturbing topics!
A smirking lion. A flying murder. Why why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Here he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo!
Nice! What a wonderful sneeze!
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Dad would always tease her with pepper.
Bad?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They looked perfect together, huh?
Oh boy. Now we have some information though. So I think we need to go speak with Acro again. I think we need to speak with Mr. Acro.
Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, you did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? The Terminator reference!
Okay, that was funny.
We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, well. Seems you got things you want to talk about. So fire away.
Alright. Let's do this. Oh, and the birds fly away. Here we go.
I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury?
Someone give Nick a leather jacket and sunglasses. Leave the fake shotgun at home. Goodness gracious. How about a mysterious lion, huh?
Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured.
Oh! Oh! That stare! That death stare! Oh my gosh!
I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked? By a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked wasn't the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. How would I decide to battle a lion?
It's not Gant. Nothing is as bad as Damon Gant's evil stare. Nothing is that bad.
Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone.
Indeed. You had to save your brother.
That. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Oh! Mo, he must have told you. Yes. We learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime.
Unlike Acro, with Gant, sometimes his stare makes you think, did the game crash or freeze? I know, right?
Damon Gant. Cut down together. That was where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident. Together. Like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. You do care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive.
Someone named Regina?
Regina. You always seem calm and collected. Until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, our tiger tried to attack me. He didn't try to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina is incapable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. If I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along.
The one who wrote the note. The one who wrote the note. Could it be? Could it be?
This... Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright.
And there it is. Unlock successful. Goodness gracious.
My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
Oh. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too. That lion was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately. This particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened?
Thank you, Slayer. I appreciate that. I have played these games before, but it has been a while.
And that's when the accident happened? I just wanted to take her out. To the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chopped down, I jumped towards him. Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going.
A brother's love.
That and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. Oh gosh. He? Leon, obviously.
Oh,
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know. Mo said the same thing.
What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind.
Miss Von Karma?
I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
What? What? But the scarf is evidence in the trial!
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro. Let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now.
To be continued.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy. This is all getting intense.
Oh!
Whew. Now we're actually getting to the good stuff. Without all the cringy clown stuff.
Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Hey! Regina getting him milk to help him feel better. That is actually pretty sweet.
Regina!
How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to you! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? But, Mo.
Hi, Mo.
Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning.
Good governor? Really, Mo?
That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Ha 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 ha! Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my! Thanks. So how are you today, right?
Both of them brought milk.
Well, I got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. All I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is. I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do it without our usual psychological warfare. Today, rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
You're right. But it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes. That's why I brought her to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
Oh boy. Evidence is the key this time.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness. Or shall I say, a new eyewitness. Oh, excuse me. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe.
Poor Gumshoe, indeed.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Name and occupation.
Ken Dingley, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
Yeah, the birdies!
If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the scene of the crime.
My room is on the 3rd floor. Crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay.
Goodness. Here we go.
It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump outside from the window. Then a few moments later, I saw something flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Okay, now she's just rubbing salt in the wound. Freaking... Francisca, this is not one of your prime moments. I love you, but this is not one of your prime moments. Goodness gracious. Ah!
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
Hold on. There's one thing that I noticed. He said that he saw him only from behind. Now that's weird. Spiteful karma. You really need a kick in the pants. Oh. Ooh. I know we're not supposed to press, but I think I need to press on this.
The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Wait. Huh?
Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with this latest bit of testimonies?
There is a contradiction.
There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
If there is a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
What about the hat? That's a little bit weird.
You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult, considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
No.
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright?
How could he have seen him with the hat if the silk hat was on the ground? Ha ha!
Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means Acro. And you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! Order!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
All right. Time to open up the floodgates. Acro is the real culprit.
Your Honor. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion?
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's heart and mind.
Huh?
Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary.
is the bird poking at Phoenix's head? Hey!
He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingley, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. But that's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. To do this by accusing me of a murder of all things.
See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
Are you sure about that, Francisca? She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man.
Phoenix is a poopy head.
See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Mon Karma.
What?
You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
All right, then let's do it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingley?
He was in his room. That was the only place he could have been. He was obviously here at the time.
That's Acro's room.
Welcome back, Dark.
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingley? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that's what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
Oh. DBZ, do not feel bad. Do not feel bad. I would not feel bad. I mean, you feel bad for what happened to him, but still, don't, we're not picking on him. This is a court of law.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
Ooh.
Yeah, my favorite theme.
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here...
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
We're going to present evidence. Obviously.
I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the murder of Russell Berry?
How about something that looks like Max, but isn't?
What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's quite a large bust, and because it's life-size, it's also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ah!
See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. The force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Take that!
Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well,
Acro's at a loss for words.
he should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro. You can't run away from things this time.
Ow! I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say? On Karma? She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case.
Goodness gracious.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat.
Thank you for the hydrate, even though I just took a hydrate.
I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regard to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
Oh, excuse me. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
It is truly incredible that he's able to stay calm during all of this.
It would have been impossible, huh?
Impossible, huh? That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Really now? Is that so? I think that there was something else. Yeah, exactly, Megarock. Exactly.
Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this.
Oh no, the alarm clock. Ah! Hold on. Be right back. Alright. Oop. Hold on, I'm back.
Okay, there we go. 60 miles per hour. Why are you asking, Acro? Oh, goodness.
The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box the victim was found...
Oh, that's the judge. My bad.
The same wooden box the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the Ringmaster, they didn't see him holding a box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
I've never heard anyone ask, what are you driving at? So my mind immediately went to a joke like that. Oh, I see. Oh, goodness.
The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the Ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
I will have order.
No!
Order! This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and all he had to do was lower it down.
Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ow! 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 The Ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature.
The weight. The weight of the box. The box was 20 pounds.
That box has a remarkable weight.
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool!
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. Huh? I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. You did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. And what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one more important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah! That means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
I know how. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed.
What?
Yep, he's evading.
But this is... I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. All right, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
He had help from a certain little monkey.
A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Aye, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Ooh! Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma, where is the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. Let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon? Purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron! Dang, Francisca, calm down.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
He didn't see Max. He saw the bust.
He saw Max's Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. He did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
Ooh.
On the contrary, my brother, is what he said. Thank you for the translation, Grima.
Are we back? Are we right back? Are we back?
I had to unplug and replug the adapter back in because for some reason it unplugged again, and I don't know why it did that. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Luckily, we are like, I don't know where it stopped. I think it stopped just before this. So I think we should be okay, but yeah, what a time to interrupt, right? Yeah, this VOD is gonna have to be edited. It stopped at the translation. No! Darn it. Welcome back. Okay. While we're waiting for people to get back, I have a question. We are almost at the end of this case. Do we want to finish this case? Do we want to go a little over time and finish this case? Because we're already a little bit over time anyway, but do we want to go over time and finish the case and then start on case 4 next week? Or do we want to wait? Because if we wait, there's not much left. Push on through, we're so close. All right then. Okay, we'll do that. All right, we'll go a little overtime this stream and we will finish case 3 today. Okay, got it. I am on board with that. Let's end the cringe. Yes, we will end the cringe. Let's do it. All right. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance on this case, don't you agree?
Don't. He caught me.
Don't. Really? Don't.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
I wonder who.
Fool! Him?
You're saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust?
Thank you for the hydrate.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself!
Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways.
All right.
So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the
same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim,
The cloak went flying.
You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be.
it's still a little early to be getting so upset, Mr. Karma. This circus isn't over yet.
What?
The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be.
Ba-ba.
So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now.
So?
What now?
You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. There's still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Well then how about the hat that was left on the scene of the crime, huh?
The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Moe's testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool! Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However...
No.
Ah, goodness.
However, remember what Moe said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Moe saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction.
Remember what the ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course, I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. The cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? You get it yet? The cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust.
Ah!
Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Which is also the front side of the bust.
Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
And they're both still calm. Ah!
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Huh?
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, oh my gosh.
Objection!
Hold on.
Ugh! Sorry.
I'm back. Ugh. Whew. Okay. We're back. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
But we aren't. Ha 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 ha.
We will finish. We will finish. This madness ends today. This madness ends today. Oh, goodness. Hope y'all are ready. We're coming to the end. This case is coming to a close. I can't believe it. Acro?
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not. Which is kind of the reason why...
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah! Detective Gumshoe!
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, detective? Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
There you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Gumshoe, you genius! You genius! Let's go! Gumshoe coming in clutch!
Yep, and I included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
Amazing. Mission
That's why
complete.
this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. We're not really allies or anything. But everything that happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that, the very end part?
The prosecutor, too. Who did he mean by the prosecutor?
I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk. For me?
See, they care about you, Max. They do care about you.
Gumshoe just saved our butts? Oh, yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingley. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Do me a favor. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Nick, you doing alright there, buddy? You doing alright there, buddy?
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question.
No need to question him now.
There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I already know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
Nope.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was this is the real killer of Russell Barry, ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
And there it is! The ringmaster wasn't the target! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Barry to begin with.
What?
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court?
Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
And that is correct. He was trying to kill Regina! Not Russell.
Regina Barry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
He could easily answer the question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence. Now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Barry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof.
And this is the big point.
Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
This note is it.
It's time. It is time.
Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Barry with that note? Yes, there was just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Barry. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw that note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived at the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down at the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note for Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Hey, hey! Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell me about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it'd mean that. The note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago.
I know all about it.
An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at the time.
Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has had its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
We finally get to present this thing. The seasoning bottle is coming in handy,
Finally, after sitting in our inventory for no reason.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
not intended victim. It wasn't an intended victim, but it was bad.
Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Regina, Miss Regina Barry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
It was more than that. It was still an accident, but it was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. And it's time to present that evidence. It's time. Thank you for coming in clutch, Gumshoe.
That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina gave it to me. Regina?
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could.
Hey, what's with the
Amazing.
silence?
Mission complete.
Excuse me, Mr. Wright? You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling! The lion was smiling!
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling.
Lions? Smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. And there it is.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool!
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, what's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth.
The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot!
It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright.
And he's still not done yet!
To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro, you don't mean... You can't mean... Witness?
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be?
The same problem has always been. Evidence.
If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon. Or the lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon. A bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something!
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won.
I don't think there's any need to search Acro's room. Where is the weapon?
It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but
Why are you going to search his room?
It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Bon Karma Total Justice.
I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned.
A Bon Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
Well, what did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room.
Excuse me. Oh, let me drink water. Oh, excuse me.
The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ah!
Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust! Where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
Ah! I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why are you sorry?
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Huh? Hold it!
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to present its case. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Huh?
What?
We need time to do
What? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your age, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Why are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck!
Hey, wait! You can't be serious!
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward.
Go, Maya! The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now?
If he's living his life on the edge, then it has to be close by. It's somewhere in this courtroom.
It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location. Oh, excuse me.
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all.
The witness stand.
Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair? I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
Ooh. You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them. Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night?
Huh?
There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning. The bust. Obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. Definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure.
Who was the one who launched the surprise search again?
Gumshoe.
I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it. no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
Are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself, and I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty!
Maximilian Galactica is not guilty!
This court is adjourned.
Finally, yes. This case is over. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max a million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
She's been like this for a while now.
Oh, Regina.
It's all my fault!
Sweetie pie.
Dad and Acro! They're never coming back! No, everyone's gonna split up! Regina... Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
I don't think so.
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Well, Regino, I think there's one reason that he wouldn't. One reason he couldn't up and leave yet. Is because his brother, despite being in a coma, is still alive.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That! That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. Now that Acro's been caught. Uh-huh. I know! What? I'll do it! I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes! Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again!
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Moon? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, bud? I'm sorry about what happened. Whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. The ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's all why I made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh! That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick.
It seems like everything is going to turn out all right.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness. See what made the case. Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back.
Hi!
Of course, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey! It's okay! Hi, Edgeworth! And episode 3 is complete! The return of the Edge. Oh boy. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 4. Farewell, my turnabout. Oh boy! But that can wait for next time. Whoo! Oh my goodness. What an ending, huh? Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that was the case. Yeah, what a rush. Oh boy. Goodness gracious. It certainly has been a day. A case and a half. Uh-huh. And this next one is going to be even more so. So prepare, buckle your seatbelts, for it's only going to get better from here. All right. I bet Aria's hate/love this case. It is a love-hate relationship with this case. I hate, like, the performers in the beginning. I hate all, like, the stuff on the top. And then, but once you get to the actual meat of the case, it's
It's a good case. It's just... it just takes a while to get there.
No, Meg Rock, I completely forgot. I will do that immediately after stream, I promise. All right. Thank you so much for coming, everybody, and for sticking around despite all of the technical difficulties. Oh my gosh. Please stick around, everyone, so we can find someone to raid before today is over. Let's see who is live today. Let's see who is live. Ah! Well, thanks. Let's go ahead. Oh! Mellow! Let's go raid Mellow Mabel. It's been a while since we've gotten to raid Mabel today. I mean, Mabel. It's been a while since we've gotten to raid her. Let's go give her a raid today. Yeah! Let's go give Mabel a raid. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's go raid our friend Mellow Mabel. Mellow Mabel. Oh, there she is. She's playing Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. That is not a game I'm familiar with. But, it sounds like it's a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and give her a raid, though. Let's go ahead and give her a raid today. It seems like a rather cute game, actually. Oh, goodness. If you're headed over to the raid, please type Shadesley Raid in the chat. Grima, can you post the raid message again so people can copy that? Yes, we have raid message if you would like to use that. Or if you would like to make your own, please do so. Use any emotes that you would like. Also, if you're heading over, be sure to follow all of her rules as you would mind. And once again, have fun as always. I did, but I can do it again. Yes. Alrighty, agenda. Tomorrow, there will be no stream as I do not stream on Wednesdays, but we will be back on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. You do not want to miss this. We're getting to some juicy stuff. Definitely come by and continue the story with us. All right. I will see you all on Thursday, everybody. Bye! Stay sharp, Shade Slayers!